Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Open House by ChinStrap. So this is an Escape the Grid puzzle. You may remember we had an Escape the Grid theme week earlier. Not this month, but was it August? I can't remember. Anyway, so let's go over the rules. We have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules, and that's just within this bold boundary. So in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have certain places where we're going to have to put digits outside the grid, and there's a nice kind of little gray box around them so you know which ones need to get filled. Now, when you fill that digit, that is going to become a skyscraper clue. So let's just say this was a 4 for whatever reason. And we'll go over what the arrows do in a second. But let's say you end up with a 4 here outside the grid. Then that's a skyscraper clue for the column. And what you need to think about is if I was standing on this 4, looking in this direction, how many skyscrapers can I see? And the basic rule is you can only see skyscrapers that are taller than all the previous ones. And the number is the height. So let's say this was a 2. You're always going to see the 1 right in front of you. Now, if this was, say, a 3, and then this was, actually, let's go 4 and then 3. So what do we see so far? We see the 2, we see the 4. We do not see the 3 because it is not bigger than the 4. Now let's say we could do, say, a 1 and then a 6 and then a 5. Actually, switch these. So which ones do we see? We see the 2 and the 4. We don't see anything less than 4, so not the 3, not the 1. Then we see the 5, then we see the 6. And what you do is you count how many skyscrapers you see. In this case, we see 4, and that is the clue. So that has to match the clue. So we need to see exactly 4 skyscrapers. All right. In addition to that, we do have arrows in the grid and outside the grid. There's arrows, and they're always attached to a circle. The digits on the arrow sum to the value in the circle. So say this was 2, 3, then this would be a 5, because 2 plus 3 is 5. All right, and that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, how should we get started? I feel like this big long arrow might be interesting. Something of note is if we want to put a 1 outside the grid, that's going to be a skyscraper clue. The only way that works is to put a 6 next to it. Because you see the 6 and then it blocks everything else. Otherwise, you always see the 1 in front of you and the 6, so you're at least 2. So of these, I could make both of these 1 with a 6 here, but then I can't make this a 1 because it would need a 6 right there. So this would have to be at least 2. And you'd have to be a little careful, but you could put a 5 here and then a 6 somewhere, and that would still work. So, I'm saying careful because we can't put the 6 in the first 3 cells. So this would add to 4 already. And then this can be a 1, and this can be a 1. And so that's what has to happen. It's the only way that's going to work. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, 6, and that's our 6. All right. So this is a 1 skyscraper. It's fulfilled. This 2 skyscraper, again, we could put a 5 here. But we don't have to. Let's not worry too much about this digit yet. Let's see if we can get anything else around here. So we know this isn't 6. I guess that's, and this isn't 1, but this could be. Actually, this can't be a 1 because we need a 6 here and 6 is already taken. So this is minimum 2. This is also minimum 2. So this is 4 or 5. These are from 2, 3 only then because of the minimum 2. This is the skyscraper clue. We know we need a 1 and a 6 down here. We know this isn't a 6, because the only way to do 6 is to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in order, and the 1's all the way over here. The 1's not seen. So it's at most 5, meaning this is not a 6. Now it could be a 1. We just put a 6 here and we'd be happy. So we don't know if it's the 1 or not. There is a minimum value for this cell. Is there a minimum value? Yeah. Yeah, so I don't think it can be a 2, for example, because if it's a 2, then we only see the 6, which would go here. But how do we hide these 2? We can't put a 1 in them, and that would be the only digit that's hidden by the 2. So there'd be nothing to fill here, so that's not good. A 3, I think, has the same issue. We can hit the 6 right here, But these two would have to get hidden, and the 2 is the only one that's available because 1 is used. So I think 4 is the smallest, and then we'd have to put the 2, 3 here. So this is a 4 or a 5. And these are from 2, 3, 4, so that they're hidden by the 4, 5. Must be more I can do here. This one's interesting. It could technically be, well, I know. I was going to say it could technically be 1 plus 1 is 2, but we know the issue with 2 1s in the same row. These would both be 6. So it is at least 3, but I don't know what to do with that info. Okay, is there more to this? Problem with 2, 2, 4, or... This was a 3, this would have to be a 2. Oh, keep in mind that we're going to see both of these digits. This is always going to be less than this. So this skyscraper will see this digit and the 6 at the very minimum, but it maxes at 3 because we can't do 4 plus 1 is 5 because this can't be 1. So this must be a 3 skyscraper, which forces this to be a 2 because 3 plus 3 is 6 and we can't put a 6 there. So that's 3, that's 2, and that's 5. And so now we see the 2 and the 5 and the 6, and we don't see anything else. That's how we wanted it. This is a 3, 4 pair. So where does 5 go in this box? Only right here. And so now the 2 is fulfilled. We see the 5, and then wherever the 6 goes, we're happy. All right. Figure that's probably what was going to happen, but you don't know. So we know one of these is a 2. So our options here are 1, 3, or 4. The 1 will put a 6 here. That works very well. 3 or 4, I don't see why we couldn't. I'm trying to see where we flow from here. These 2 1s look down, putting a 1 over here. So neither of these is 1. So our minimum is 2, 3, 5. So, and this cannot be a 6. Okay, if this was a 6, we'd have to put 1, 2, 3, etc. over across, and the 1 is taken. So 5 is our max, and 5 is also our min. And so now these have to go in order, except we hide this last digit here. So I do believe this has to be the 6. In fact, there's the 1 is going to get hidden because the 1 isn't any of these. The 1 could be, oh, actually, sorry, one of these 2 is the 6. We could technically put the 6 here because we can just hide the 1 somewhere. But we know the 1 is the thing that's hidden though. So this is definitely a 2. Because if this was a 3, then the 1 is hidden and the 2 is hidden. That's no good. So that's a 2. That's 3 and 2. That places this 2. This is now placed as a, oh, not a 1, sorry. Good thing. That's a 4. We have the 1 and the 5, 6 remaining here. Okay, so this has to be pretty small because it's either going to be a 2 because this is 2, 6, or it's going to be, this is going to be 2, 5, and then we only see the 6 after that, making it a 3. But we know this can't actually add to 2 because this would have to be 1 and 1. These would both be 6. So this is a 3, and this is a 1, 2 pair, meaning one of these is a 6. I don't think this can be a 1 because if this was even if this was a 2, we'd see the 1. Oh no, we could go 1, 6 like this. That's the only way that would work, but it does work. Oh, this can't be the 6, actually. This has to be the 5 because we need to see 3 digits. Okay. And so that does make this 3, 4, 6 with the 6 up here somewhere. And this is a 1, 6 pair, which makes this a 1 or 2. Yeah, so that just kind of works. That means one of these 2 is the 6 because either the 6 is here or the 6 needs to be here to only see 2 digits. That's not necessarily true, actually. This could be a 5, and then we could see as many as we want after it, and then a 6. So yeah, no, that's not true. We know up here we need a 2 and a 4. Down here we need a 3 and a 5. What's my follow-up? Oh, okay. So we have the 6 in one of these 2. So this is definitely not the 6. Okay, so first of all, we can place this 6. Forgot about this 5 here. I don't think this can be a 4 because again, the 1 is getting hidden for sure. It's the only thing that can get hidden. So I think we have to go either, if it can't be a 1, it has to be in order. So this is a 3, this is a 4, this is 3 and 4. All right, and I was about to eliminate 1 from here. I got distracted. So this can't be a 1 because this can't be a 6. So this is 3 and 3. This is a 1-6 pair. That means 3's over here. Okay, we're making progress. So this can't be a 1 because the 1-6 is pair. So this is 4 and this is 5. And then this is 1 or 5. This can't be a 5. So it's 1 or 6. In fact, this is just a 1-5-6 triple, isn't it? We're not hiding the 5 behind the 6, though, so that's not a 5. Okay, so the 5 can only go here. Because think about it. If this was a 5, it's definitely not seen because the 6 is here. We don't see the 1 either, so we end up with 4. So the 5 ends up here. That's not a 5. That places the 5 in this box. 5s are done. This can't be 1 or 6. This is 4 for the column. This is 1-6. 4, we see the 4, 5, and 6. The 2, 3 just kind of resolve however they want. This 1-6 pair resolves any way it wants to for the 5. I don't know how this 1-2 is resolving yet. Well, this can't be a 5 anymore. I wonder if that helps us. Okay, so now one of these two needs to be a 6 because otherwise we will see this 5. So we'll see this cell, the 5, and then the 6 will be up here. So with the 6 up here, I guess is the problem, right? If this was 6, we'd see the 5, the 6, and we'd see this cell. So this is 1 and 6, and then that places 1 and 6 here. That's a 1, oopsie, 6 and 1. So this is now the 2 and the 1. That puts the 6 and the 3, 2 and 3. That's 4, 2, 5, and we're done. Cool puzzle, ChinStrap. I enjoyed thinking about the escape the grid stuff again. I liked the in here. And what was really cool about this intro is it taught us that we can't do 2 1s like this. And then that was used several times throughout the solve. It was used here. It was used here. So yeah, really nice reuse of that. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.